Hi, so we broke our glass tabletop. My wife actually came tumbling down this hill and landed on it. Luckily she didn't get hurt, but the glass tabletop got broken. So I'm going to replace that with redwood. And this is actually 2 redwood boards. And it came out very nicely, so let's get started on the project. Okay, so this is our outdoor coffee table that had a glass top. And I added some extra fence boards. It looks like if I take a fence board and looks like I have left over to only need to use 2 fence boards. I can use a piece to make the third one. The plan is I could just be simple and just make a tabletop and use this as a base and just butt them all together, or I could inset it to where the glass was, and because of the rays here, I think I'd have to notch it with some kind of a decorative routed edge. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut the radius on the 2 sides to make it match, and trim it up and then route the edge. And okay, so it looks like I'll need 4 boards, so I'll center those 2, and the other 2 looks like the dog ears need to be cut off, but it looks like that amount will fit to make my angles. So I'll still only use 2 boards, but it'll be 4 slats out of those 2 boards, and I'll have to cut the dog ears off. Also, these are rough edged, they're fence boards, so I'll run them through the table saw to true them up so that they'll meet nice and flush. Okay, so what I just said about truing them up, so these are 2 that have been table sawed, and these are 2 that aren't. You can kind of see how grooved those are. Okay, so I got them all together, and this was nice that this board had a little white in it, so I was able to reverse it so the pattern looks nice. Okay, so I don't have pipe clamps, so what I did is I put a cleat under there and just used my pneumatic nailer and stapled it down and glued the edges. They have a little indentation which I'll either will sand away or I'll have to fill. Okay, so at this point I decided I needed a pattern because I can't really do it from the back. So I took out the best quality wrapping paper, which would probably upset my wife, the thickest, and just kind of put it down and then ran my fingernail in there to make a groove. Now I'll trim that at the edge and lay it over my wood. Okay, so after I had that pattern, I laid it down on this wood, drew a pin line around it, used my jigsaw to cut the curves so that it'll fit the inset on my where the glass was. And I think that's the same with just about everybody. The glass is inset, so I think this works on most of those situations. Fits nice. I used the sander to just kind of make it fit a little better. The paper is a little, because it's unstretched, I didn't have to worry about overcutting. So in fact I had to trim it a little bit after I got it, saw how it fit, either with the jigsaw a little bit more or the sander. The sander I used 80 until I got that rough finish all the way down, and then I went to 180, and then I used a top sealer coat, just what I had in the garage, and I think that brought out the color a little bit better. And I think overall, I think it was a really nice project. So if your wife comes tumbling down the hill and breaks the coffee table, I think you know what to do. Fix the coffee table with redwood. And give it a thumbs up if this project works for you. Thank you. Bye-bye.